Columbus, Ohio. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Purdue Boilermakers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
I caught up with Purdue's head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Boilermakers will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes offense will be first on the attack. And here's the name everyone recognizes, Bo Jackson. And everything in this attack runs through him.
Well, it's a program time and time again, whether it's Heisman trophies, All-Americans, first-round draft picks, they always seem to have really good running backs. And how nice is it, David, as an offense, year in, year out? You know, there's somebody you can turn around, hand the football off to, and you can get explosive plays. And I think it's no different with this offense this year based on who they've got in the back.
Snags it on the right. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, first and 10 from the 33. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Davis looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes will snap it on first and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Back open in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. So Purdue's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And they're...
Oh, he's got some space. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Right back to the well. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Jaron Kiave Sangapolitelli. Beck's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Davis will throw. Snagged out of the air. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
The Buckeyes have it with a first and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Sweet cut there. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he's in for a second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down. He knows how to get in the end zone. And I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on first and 10. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show, or listen, maybe...
Makes the grab in their space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. He's piled up 112 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Baxter. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now it's second and long. JKS. Pocket breaking down. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Boilermakers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll run it with Baxter. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Purdue!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Jackson. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Davis looking to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab down the middle. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes second and 7. The run inside. It's Jackson. Made a defender miss. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at second and 7. Got 3 on first down at second and 7. From the gun, the ground game. Could be an alley. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. Try to march their way in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical, and this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurt.
And he's in! Touchdown! Buckeye! That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season. Seems as if he has reservations for 6 every time he touches the ball.
What is that, Reese? That's 3 already, I think, for him in the first half. So great start. I'd keep feeding him, I think. He's doing okay.
You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Songo Povatelli. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gibson. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll give it to Baxter. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down. And the Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. But might have a chance. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
Davis will throw. Got his man in the middle.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. To the ground, he's got it again. Picks up the 1st down. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Where did he go? Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Neutral zone is on that So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Could not make his way to the corner.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of...
Snags it, and he's open. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice play. This running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
They go play action with Sangapolatelli. Bottle little time, lets it go. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
On third down, here's Baxter. Works his way forward, has enough for the first down. Ball spotted at the 32.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Here's the pressure. Trying to buy time. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout called by Purdue. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Sangapolatelli, play action. Steps away to find some room. Has it!
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Purdue!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 1 man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got enough for the first. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Davis looking to pass. Working that left side now. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Lost one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 7 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Gators, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now back over to your game in Columbus. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. We check in with Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Boilermakers head coach coming out of the locker room. They want to really continue to feed that running back the ball. He's got an opportunity to get to New York, get some votes in that Heisman Trophy consideration, but he needs touches here in the second half. They may not be in the playoff picture, but they do want to finish the season with pride. He said, we've got to show people just what a great team we are each and every play. We'll see if they have that sense of urgency here to start the third. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Handoff for Baxter. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Gibson working left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust.
Finding some room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Handoff for Jarrett. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Taking it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. Took it all the way back to the house.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Snowed under by the defense. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Throwing Sangapavatelli. Caught, and he's got room. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. The snap sets up to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Deadlocked here in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Jarrett Gibson. There's some room. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time...
There he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Boilermakers! With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half. Lining up to add another.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And he'll bring it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They go to the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Davis will throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a man on the right. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Hauls it in. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Right down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Extra point here will tie the game. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or hide. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
They go back to C.J. Baxter. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Jaron Kiave Songopolitelli trying to escape and get it himself. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch and he's free. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
The sure hands, it's Harris. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept, easy pick.
Maybe a crease. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
On the direct snap, it's Baxter. Turning it on. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. JKS. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it with Baxter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Now here's Songopolitelli. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The field goal is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. 3rd down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick release by the QB, and they're able to get him on the ground. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. On his way back from the 20. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Baxter. Got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now here's Jaron Kiave Songopovatelli. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Makes a grab and room to run. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the 1st down.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line. They create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a 1st down.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I just don't like the play call, guys. 2 straight runs, and you're just wasting clock. At this juncture of the game, you need to score, and you got to score quickly. Running the ball is not going to...
Oh, he's got some space. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The right play here is try to win it in regulation. Don't be too conservative. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff for Baxter. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy, raucous crowd. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Well, they run it right up the middle to try to give their kicker a good angle, and here we go. This is all you can ask for if you're the kicker, an opportunity to go win the game. The ball's right in the middle of the field. You got to go do your job.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Baxter. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Davis will throw. Under fire. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone.